I'm gonna place a big bet and say this has got to be the best airdryer that's out right now. That's right, I even think it's better than the Dyson Supersonic airdryer, and at a fraction of the price. It's called the Shark Style IQ, and it's a spiffing little airdryer that won't leave you all frizzy. A bit like this cheeky little monkey. And it was so good, I actually bought it with my own bread and honey. So I thought I'd make you a little video and show you how well it performs, what makes it so special, and if you're a romantic sort of lad, why it should be on your girl's Christmas list this year. Am I right, ladies? So here we go, let's get to the unboxing part. And if you got any questions just let me know down below and I'll try my best not to blank ya. Okie dokie. So here's the Shark airdryer, and it comes in this cushy little box. Upon opening, you're going to find all your tools in the box, and it comes with 3 styling tools in total. It's got a diffuser if you're into curly and wavy styles. It's got a straightening tool, and it's got some sort of brush tool, which isn't your typical accessory, but bloody hell does it work. And you might be wondering, why is this called the Shark IQ airdryer? And I'll tell you why. You see all these little attachments, right? So when you actually clip them on, the airdryer knows which one you've just attached, and it actually sets the fan speed and air temperature to the exact right setting that's recommended by Shark. So basically it's all automatic, and it's all set up to give you the best styling experience without bloody turning into a frizzball like this. That's proper nifty, innit? Look at it light up as well. So let me show you what these attachments can do then. Starting with the diffuser attachment. First of all, look how easy it snaps on and off. And to give you a sense of how good it is, let's compare that to my old garbage Panasonic. And bloody hell, look at this, pals. Look at the little settings you've got on the tools as well. You can adjust the little rods on the end of the diffuser here. And Shark says this is to accommodate different air lengths. And all the instructions for the tools are all clear and all in the manual. Nice helpful little pictures as well. So you're going to know exactly what to do, I promise. Let's have a little look-see at the straightening tool now. Again, pals, just look how easy it clicks on and off. And this too has a little adjustment feature. I think what it actually does, it narrows the hot air stream, and that's helpful if you really want to focus heat on your hair to make it straighter like. So far, this is turning out to be a very well executed machine, I think. And here's the comb attachment. And what makes this cushy little gem so unique is it straightens and brushes your hair at the same time. And this is my girl's favourite tool. I'll explain more about it later. In the box, you also get this little brush. And my God, is it so easy peasy squeeze me lemons. Check this out. So how it works is you got this brush here to clean the back of the airdryer. And you can even pull the filter out the back like this and clean it more deep like. And not only that, but if you flip the little brush tool upside down, it actually turns into like this little grabber tool, you see. And you can grab your little hairs out your brush attachment. I mean, how clever is that? I'm a bloke with a receding fucking hairline, and here I am getting all giddy, to tell you the truth. Before we move on, let's have a little sound test, just so you know how this compares to a normal airdryer. I don't want any of you lot going deaf, do I? Right, so now I'm going to give you a quick demo on my girl's hair, and then on my own hair, and let's not forget Bruce now, shall we? But first, let's start with Miguel, because I realise a lot of you watching right now are probably of the female persuasion. Ladies first, eh? Miguel tried to use this airdryer as properly as possible, so what she did do first is she dried her hair about 80% dry without any attachments, right? And then after that, she goes and attaches the comb tool and starts gently using it. Now don't forget, with this Shark airdryer, when you clip on a new attachment, the airdryer automatically sets up the correct fan speed and temperature according to the attachment you're using. So you can see Miguel likes the comb attachment, and this is the fan speed and air temperature. Now what Miguel realised whilst doing her hair is to make things easier, you can actually press this button, and instead of twisting your arm round your head like you're some sort of demented octopus, it rotates the brush, you see, so it makes it really easy. And what Miguel also mentioned was that her hair is way shinier now and not frizzy compared to regular air dryers she's used in the past. She told me she's actually received a few compliments from the neighbours recently. Kushti. Now that's gotta be because of the IQ feature, which sets the perfect temperature each time you use it, and also because of the fact that this air dryer is actually using ionic technology, which naturally adds more moisture to your hair. So for the fellas watching, here's how I do my hair with my new Shark air dryer. I mean, I don't want to go over the top like, because I'm a proper old school geezer, you know what I mean? But yeah, you got to put a bit of effort in sometimes to look after your bush. So I started myself off with slightly wet hair, you see. Applied a little bit of salt spray for texture, and then used this little straightening tool first. Now first blow against me hair to give me a little bit of volume like, and then after that I whacked a little bit more salt spray on, and whacked on the diffuser to finish off the job, because I like my hair wavy like. And I know some people gonna say that I'm using the tool wrong here because it's really meant for a longer hairstyle, but this is kind of my own personal way of roughing up my hair so it's still a little bit wavy, if you know what I mean. I mean, at this stage lads, my hair is receding, so I'm just fucking hanging on and doing the best with what I've got at the moment, you know what I mean? So now let's move on to the star of the show. And by star of the show, of course I mean Brucey. But first we gotta give the little git a little wash. Lucky days. Now let's have a look at how Bruce gets on with it then. Now the key here is not to burn the little git, because you might have noticed he ain't got a gob that he can bloody talk with. So you just kind of gotta watch his body language for the telltale signs of discomfort. You know, like trying to run away and stuff. So what we tried doing was, we even tried using the diffuser for his Chevy Chase, because he bloody hates it on his face. You know what I mean? Overall, I'd say drying the dog was a well easy job because of the size of the dryer. You might notice it's quite small in the end, so it feels a lot nicer and ergonomic to use. Now, at the start of the video, I did mention that I think this air dryer could be better than the Dyson Supersonic. Let me explain a couple reasons why I think that. The first reason has got to be the price, lads. Now, I got this for 120 nicker, whereas the Dyson dryer is north of 300. 330 to be exact. I mean, you can buy about 3 of these Sharks for one Dyson. The second thing is, I've tested the Dysons a couple of times before, and I'm sure it don't get that hot at all. In fact, I'm almost 100% sure this Shark can get a little hotter on its max temperature setting. And yes, I understand the Dyson is probably designed that way on purpose, but if you do fancy drying your hair a little faster with the higher heat, then with the Dyson you don't even have that option, pals. The other thing is, with the Dyson you only get a 2-year guarantee. Now I don't know about you lads, but if I'm spending 330 quid on an air dryer, then I'd want a minimum of a 5-year guarantee. Now the Shark standard warranty is 2 years I believe, but it only cost me 120 quid, and I think there might even be a way to upgrade the warranty to 5 years by registering with Shark or something like that. I think it might vary by country. Now here's a couple of downsides I noticed about this Shark air dryer. First, it ain't got one of those hanging loop thingy-me-bobs. Now, I don't know why they chose to get rid of that. I don't use it, to be honest, but I know some people do. The second thing, it would have been a bit nice to have some sort of bag in the box to store all these little attachments like. But it's not a big worry, because I can just hop on Amazon, and there's loads of geezers there selling bags to suit this air dryer specifically. And third, I just wish the warranty was a standard 5 years without having to register, or all of these T&Cs and all that. To tell you the truth, I still class this as a premium air dryer because it cost me 120 quid, and usually it's about 200 nicker, and that's not exactly cheap, pals. And you could almost say it's almost the same as a bloody trip to Benidorm, innit? Bosh.